Well, hi. I came along the Dave Clark Path on the Willamette riverfront today. This evening, that is. It's about, what is it, a quarter to 7 on Tuesday night. And I came along here to see if there was anything to see in the river. And it turns out, well, there's not a whole lot to see. But there was a little bit to see. And one of them was that little whimsical statue that's sitting on a sandbar or a gravel bar out there, a little below the confluence of the Calapooya River. And I kind of suspect that my old friend Nate Vanek has been at work. Last year, he created a whole bunch of river statues, and they stayed in the river until, of course, high water came along and washed them away in the fall. If and when we get high water this year, that wooden creature in the river, looks like a flying man of some kind, is going to take off downstream too. But that, of course, is the question. Are we going to get rain sometime? It's Tuesday night, as I said, and on the horizon up there are some clouds. Can't really tell if they're rain clouds or not. So far, we've gone, I don't know how many weeks without rain, but a long time. And it's about time for a little moisture to make the river go up a little bit. But this is a great time to visit the river on a day when it's not raining, when it's mild out, and it's been warm all day, and it's just kind of nice out here. And there's hardly anybody, well, there's nobody else out here. And that's the other attraction to this place. I'm standing on one of the piers that were built out into the river, I'm thinking about, 35 years ago. And as I've noted before, the floor is kind of, well, not rickety exactly. I don't fear for my life standing here, but it's going to need repair. And it turns out, of course, that in the Albany riverfront project, the city's riverfront project, one of the ideas was to repair these piers, rebuild them, I think. And that would be a good idea because they are kind of an attraction on the river, and it would be nice to keep them for a few more years or many more years. If that happens, we'll find out. The city council, acting as the local revitalization agency, back in August awarded the contract to a contractor to review the plans, the design for the riverfront project, and to do apparently some tweaking on that design, and see what parts of it can be built and how much that would cost and so forth. I think the price of this contract was another $160,000, and we'll see what comes out of that. It would be nice if one of these days this big riverfront project, which already has cost more than $2.5 million in planning and design work, would actually result in some improvement along the river. That would be cool. But at the moment, it's hard to see exactly what this improvement, so-called, would be or what it would accomplish. Sure, there are going to be some features at Monteith River Park, which is about a quarter mile upstream from here. And that would be nice, a playground and a water feature and all that sort of thing for kids. And there is supposed to be some work on Water Avenue. What I'm afraid of is that that's going to result mostly in more traffic and higher speeds, maybe, I don't know. Because as far as I'm concerned, Water Avenue is pretty perfect the way it is for bike riders anyway. There's not much traffic, and the speed is moderate most of the time, except when people use it as a shortcut to get around the lights that are downtown. But so I don't know. I don't expect much improvement in terms of Water Avenue from the waterfront project. And then there's supposed to be some improvement along the, or some changes anyway, along the Dave Clark path. And once again, there's some work that could be done there. The pavement is buckling in some spots, and there's a constant need for maintenance of the weeds that encroach on the side of the path, and all that. But by and large, people use the path, and they seem to like it okay. It is not overused, even for bike riders. There are not too many pedestrians, which is great, and every once in a while somebody with a dog, and that's fine. Of course, we have to be careful on that path. But in any case, you know, as speaking as a user of this riverfront, a frequent visitor, I think the riverfront's pretty perfect, especially when you stand out here on this overlook and look at the river. Look at it. Very scenic. And over here we have the view of these two bridges, one of them historic, built in 1925, and still working. In fact, it's taking the overload of a bridge that's threatening to crumble and crevasse and has a load limit on it. So all these big trucks that can't use that bridge downstream, upstream, they come over here to Albany and use the Ellsworth Street Bridge. Behind there, of course, is the Lion Street Bridge, which was completed in the early 1970s. But the old Ellsworth Street Bridge is still holding up pretty well. Every once in a while it gets a new surface. Every once in a while somebody rams the cross beams, and ODOT is planning to do something about that. We'll see if that ever happens. It'd be nice. But in the meantime, my point here is that this is a pretty nice spot. One of the attractions of Albany is, of course, the Willamette River. And when you look at it, hard to improve on that. It would be nice if there goes a fire truck across the bridge. I don't know. Can't see it. Hope there's no trouble. But so here I am on the Willamette River. I'm Hustle Herring, and thanks a lot for your great patience in watching me go on here for about 7 minutes, almost 8 minutes. And I will see you on HH today. Thanks a lot for watching.